The wider landscape partnership scheme is now up and running. There's 15 projects over the next 4 years, and they range from archaeology and social history through to looking at farming, repairing dry stone walls. There's a whole range of things, but they're all linked back to our heritage and our landscape.
I've only recently started volunteering. I've been on a few volunteering days and a couple of volunteering walks, but hoping to be doing more things like this over the coming months. You can come and it's very relaxing, it's very peaceful. When you're doing it, you're not thinking about anything else other than, right, let's get the next bit out or let's take the next tree guard out. It's a very good headspace. They're all like-minded people. They're all people who want to help the environment. Everybody's fun, nice people.
We got a bunch of students together to come over here and investigate, see if we could find out where the famous Pendle witches lived. It's a good thing to sort of make the mythology of the witches sort of real with a real scientific project. We're trying to get tangible evidence for what may have gone on in the history of this particular place. People are interested in their history here, and it's great to see that. So what little bit we can do to add to that is really good for everybody.
The project that I'm working on is the Summit project for Pendle Hill. We've got something in the region of 300,000 visitors that come to Pendle Hill each year. And what we're trying to do is restore and enhance the natural environment and try and reconnect people with nature and therefore safeguarding the hill for the future.
When we started researching the history of the Pendle Hill area, we started picking up all these names that I remembered from history, and this kind of radical nature, people who stood up for their rights and came up with ideas that actually really changed things for the better. Somebody from the same town as me that could have lived on the same street as me actually went on to do something amazing. The George Fox story is one of the first ones that we want to look at. And the fact that he had his vision on top of the hill that led to the setting up of what became the Quaker movement.
I'm looking after a project called Wild About Pendle, where we're going to do some habitat restoration, some habitat management, making the areas better for wildlife, but also having lots of opportunities for people to come and see what is in their nearby nature patch. Seeing wildlife up close, that's a really powerful thing. Sort of connects people to their surroundings. It doesn't have to be something really spectacular.
The benefits have been unbelievable. We've seen people make friends, which is massive when you're so isolated. We've seen people suffering from agoraphobia use this as a stepping stone to go further afield out of their local area or even their home. Something like that is a massive win for everyone.
You climb that hill and it has a very spiritual kind of nature to it, and you're up in the wind and rain and you can feel much more connected to the environment and in some cases to people's spirituality, and people of all faiths find that up there.
We're really lucky to live in a place like this with the hills and the green scenes that we have. And yeah, it's home for me and I love it.
It's a real icon, it's a real landmark, and you see it in so many different lights, so many different moods. It's a really evocative place.